Caleb says he can hear me. He just doesn't have his stuff turned on. So, so I'm going to go, we're at the top of the hour, and I'm sure we'll probably get some people jumping on after I start. But I want to go ahead and start to, respect the time of the people that were here on time. And, all right, I'm just going to start out by saying, so this is basically, I want this to be kind of an orientation for anybody. I have some cool stuff that I want to show you with the funnel builder, just to kind of give you a glance at some of the really cool things that you can do with it. And I also just want to answer, I will stay on here until everybody's questions are answered. So if you've been, getting set up with the funnel builder, or if you've been using it and you have any specific questions regarding the builder, I'm going to share my screen. So I'm happy to answer your questions with my screen and get those answered for you. The first thing that I want to say is that for whatever reason, and Kathy, you're guilty of this, I know that, like the majority of the people that join with me in the Home Business Academy don't join my private Facebook group. We have an awesome Facebook group that has, I don't know, close to 60 people in it, but there's a lot of people that have joined the Home Business Academy with me that have not joined the Facebook group. And I just want to encourage you that if you're, I did send out, I posted about this in the Facebook group. So some of the people that are jumping on this training right now learned about it in the Facebook group. And I did send out an email to people that, have joined recently that haven't joined the Facebook group, just to make sure that everybody, let me see something. Let me see if I mute, if you guys can still, okay. All right. So I think I muted everybody, but just that being said, if you want to talk, you can unmute yourself and come out. I just don't want to have background noise. I get very easily distracted. Anyway, so if you are watching this, whether you're here with us right now or you're going to watch the replay, I just want to encourage you to come join my private Facebook group for HBA members, because, and anybody that wants to chime in that's in that Facebook group can chime in as well about the value in that Facebook group. I try to provide updates as much as possible. We have a chat for HBA premium members that's very, very active. And sometimes I'll take some type of an update or some type of a cool like tidbit or training that's posted by one of the leaders in there, and I'll share it in our Facebook group. I always post updates about things like this in there. I answer questions. A lot of the time, if somebody has a specific question about something, I'll just do a quick like Loom video and record my screen to answer the question so that I can show you exactly what to do if you get stuck. It's just the best place to get support from myself. And I encourage people to ask questions in there rather than trying to contact me on my, separately, because I want everybody to be able to benefit from each other's questions. Chances are, if you have a question about something, if I answer it publicly, it's going to help somebody else. And so it's just a way to leverage all of the questions and help everybody at the same time. So I just wanted to say that before I forget, because I know that, the majority of the people on my team are not in that Facebook group. So I just wanted to put that out there and remind you that it's there and that it's powerful. And the link, the email that I sent you, if you're new, you got a welcome, or, and even if you're not new, you got a welcome email from me. And in that welcome email, I sent you a link to a page that's got like my welcome video on it, and it has a bunch of resources. And I've actually added some cool stuff onto that page recently, like my personal emails, if you want to use them and edit them. That's on there, but there's also a big, huge button under the video that says join the Facebook group right here. So that's where you can find that. And in that welcome video, I kind of just go over some basics about getting started here. So if you, for whatever reason, lost that welcome email and you don't have a link to the welcome page with all those resources on it, let me know and I will resend you the welcome email. All right. So that being said, let like I said, I want to do like a little tour of the HBA Funnel Builder to just kind of show you guys where you can find certain things. Obviously, I'm not going to go into a full tutorial about every single thing that, every single feature of it, because that would take all day, but I just want to point some things out to you that you might not be aware of. And I want to answer your questions. So before I start with the orientation, or maybe I should do the orientation first. What do you guys want first? Do you want me to see if anyone has questions first? Or do you want me to just go ahead and do my little overview and then answer questions? You can unmute and tell me, or you can let me know in the chat.
I vote for overview first.
Okay. Well, since nobody else is speaking up, that's what we're going to do. All right. So let me share my screen. I wonder if that's even the right. Let me see something real quick. Oh, yeah, it is. All right. Can you guys see my screen, the funnel builder on it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can be sharing my screen and still see if someone new. Oh, here we go. Just want to make sure if someone tries to jump on that I see that they're trying to jump on, because if I don't, I won't be able to let them in. I wish Zoom didn't make us have this waiting room and people could just jump on, but there's just, because Zoom is being used by everybody now, they're just being ultra careful with security. Do you guys see the participants list that I have? Is it blocking the funnel builder? I'm thinking, oh, see, here's somebody else coming in. Hopefully you don't see it and it's not in the way. Let me see if I can also open the chat, and then I will.
It's not on my screen. It
okay.
Looks fine, Amy.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be, but I just wanted to make sure. Let me see chat. Okay.
We can click on it to see the participants, but it's not just showing on the screen itself.
Okay. All right. Because I have these little windows open that show the chat and the participants. And I think as far as I can tell, you guys should only be seeing my Google Chrome screen. So hopefully none of that is in your way. So this is what the funnel builder looks like when you log in. And just to warn you, I have a lot of pages, like well over 100 pages that I've built inside of this builder. So when I go into my funnels and you're going to see all these pages, I don't want you to be like freaked out, because yours isn't going to look like that. You might have a couple pages or you might have no pages yet, but I just wanted to let you know that I literally have hundreds of pages. And one of the reasons I have so many pages is because I do a lot of tutorials. And so I create these like demo pages. So it's a little bit overwhelming, how many pages I have in my builder, but I love this builder so much. Like, I can build a page on the fly. Today I was making a video and I just needed some screen captures of some different types of pages or whatever. And I would just like build a page real quick and take a screen capture of it for my video. Like, it's just so quick and easy to use once you get the hang of it. And compared to other builders that I've used, it's a lot easier to get the hang of than anything else I've used. So that being said, when I first got this builder and I had been using things like ClickFunnels and Lead Pages and Kartra, I mean, I've used Kajabi, I've used all of these other ones that, cost a lot more than ours. And when I first got into this builder, I thought, well, I don't think it does all the things these other ones do. And that's why once I started digging in a little more, I became completely obsessed with it and I got rid of everything else. And I love this thing so much, but that's why I wanted to do this orientation, because I feel like at first glance, it might look pretty plain Jane, but it's not. And it's also, like I said, much more user-friendly than the other ones I've used, which is also really cool. So I'm just going to give you a basic overview. You guys can unmute at any time if you need to interrupt me and ask a question about what I'm doing. I just have a few things that I wrote down that I want to cover. And then, I told you to bring your questions. So definitely keep those questions ready for after I get through this overview. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you is where you can find templates. So over here on the left, you'll see this thing that looks like a funnel. And if you click on that, that's where all of your pages are going to show up. Now, again, you're going to see I have all these pages. So you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. You're going to click on Add New Step. And so if you click on Page, it's going to bring up the templates. And so you'll see like these are some specific templates created for HBA stuff. We have lead generation templates here. So there's all of these different pages that you can use, to capture leads. And if you click on preview, it's going to open whatever page and you can see exactly how it works. Everything on every one of these pages is completely customizable. So, you saw how these like images kind of faded in. You can make them not do that if you want. You can change any of the colors. You can change the images. But the templates just make it easy to kind of have, just that, a template where you can easily just come in, edit the text, change out the form to connect to your autoresponder, add your own image, come through, just change, maybe you want to change the colors and then just have a page that's ready to go. So the templates make it really easy to do that. And sorry, I've got all these little things open, so that I can see you guys and stuff. So I can't, I have to move them out of the way from time to time so that I can do what I'm trying to do here. But anyway, so you can preview any of the templates. When you find one that you like, you would just click select, and then you could easily come in and edit the page however you like. And there's just so many different templates in here. So depending on, what you're trying to do, if you have like a free lead magnet that you're giving away, or you have a webinar you want to do, we have pages for all of that. So you can see we even have like specific webinar pages here. And these pages are awesome for webinar registration as well. Like here would be an example, I think, of a webinar registration page. And then we also have pages that are great for like where you can stream your webinar from live. And then the replay would just stay up on this page. So you can send people back to the replay. So we have pages for all of that stuff. We have pages for like, if you want to build a membership site, we've got all these different templates for however you want to lay out your membership site. And it just makes it really easy. I've built a couple membership sites on this platform. And like I said, it's way easier than any of the other platforms that I've used. So it just gives you templates for that. We have checkout pages. If you have a product that you want to sell or coaching or whatever, and you want people to pay you, this builder connects with a whole bunch of different payment gateways. And so it makes it really easy to take payments. I'll show you that in a second, all the different gateways, but like PayPal, Stripe, direct bank transfer, and a whole bunch of other ones connect directly to these pages so that you can, have a page where people can, you can sell something or have a paid webinar that people can register for or whatever, and they can just easily pay for stuff on these pages. And you, just as a side note, you have an option with our checkout pages of a one-step checkout or a two-step checkout. So like a one-step would be where they would be able to, let me see if there's a one-step example where they would be able to see how this is a two-step. So see how it's got customer information and then billing. So they fill this out and then they click continue and it takes them to the next page to put in their credit card information. A one-step checkout would have it all on one page. I usually do one step, but that's totally up to you. And that's just kind of a side tangent. But anyway, these pages are awesome. Makes it really, really easy to just sell whatever you want to sell if you have your own stuff that you want to sell. And then we have all these other templates like, events, contact, about, and team. Like you can literally build out an actual website on this thing. It's really, really, really cool. And then I have a bunch of templates here that I've added, Mike has added so that the whole company can use these. And so like, if you want to do surveys, I created a survey template here. I like this better than SurveyMonkey or anything else because it's completely customizable. And, like SurveyMonkey and Typeform and these other survey platforms have a free version, but a lot of them are very limited to what you can do. And here we're not limited at all, and you can create surveys. So I created a survey template. This template is one of the most popular ones that a lot of people use. It's just a place where you can put links. So for like your social media bios, you can have a link. You know, I'll do like live videos on social media and say, click the link in my bio for whatever it is I'm talking about, because I have a lot more than this on my actual page. This is just the template. But if I'm talking about my latest YouTube video, I can say, click the link in my bio, and they can get to my YouTube channel from here. If I'm talking about, you know, webinar I have coming up, I just add a button to this so that people can register for the webinar or whatever. And I have some of my, you know, my free guides or whatever. So no matter what I'm talking about, I have everything in one place, and it just makes it easy for me to say the link is in my bio, and I can send people to this page. So this is a page that we added to the back office so that everybody can use it if you want to create a page with all your links in one place. I created another version of it if you like this one better. And again, it's really, really simple to just change out this background image and the colors and everything like that. And then I have like my personal live event opt-in pages that I've created. Usually if I create something that I think everybody, you know, like this is the page that I use for once a month, we do live training that we can invite people to, and it showcases the funnel builder. So if you invite people, and they end up purchasing the funnel builder, you get credit for the sale. So I created this page that the whole company can use. And all I do each time they announce the title, I just come in and I change out the title and the bullets and the date. And then I just promote the page. It takes me, now that the page is created, it takes me no time at all. It's all going to the same list. I don't have to change any of that. So this just makes that easy. And then I have a couple thank you pages that I created. So, you know, so after someone opts in, if you want to use a simple thank you page, I just added this one where if you give something away, you can tell them it's on the way to your inbox, but give them the opportunity to share. I put the share code, I embedded the share code in these buttons so that all you have to do is add the link to your capture page. And if somebody shares it on Facebook or Twitter, it'll automatically add your capture page link so that people can share your stuff for you. This is one of my lead capture pages that if you have opted into any of my stuff, you'll probably notice that the majority of my lead magnets that I create are built on this template. I created this template when I first joined HBA, and I just swap it out. I swap out the image, I change the text, and I just connect the button to a different list each time I create a new lead magnet. And this is the template that I use. So I made this available to you guys too. So anyway, there's a ton of templates back here. And I recommend that you go through and just play around with them, see what's back here. They're really, really easy to use. And I usually use a template when I build a page. And once you create a page that you like, you can use your own page as a template as well. So let me show you what I mean. So let's say if I have like let me find a page that I can. All right. So I have a new lead magnet that I'm working on right here. So if I like this page and I want to use it as a template, I would just come over here and click duplicate, and it'll create the page again. You'll see it created another one. I usually drag it down to the bottom so that I know that, and then I can just click on it. Oops. And it'll open it up, and then I can see this is that same template. I use it for everything. But the other thing that I want to show you besides the templates is if you want to build a page from scratch, let me show you that too, because this way I can show you some of the widgets. So if you click add new step and go to page, and you come down to the bottom here, it says empty page. So if you click on that, I'm just naming it Funnel Builder Demo. It'll just open up an empty page. And on this empty page, sorry, I'm just moving some of these things out of my way. We can just easily add whatever we want. So where this plus sign is where all the widgets are. So you can see we have heading, text, button, container, icons, images, menus, progress bars, accordion, spacer, separator, all of this stuff, video, countdown timers, all of this cool stuff. So let's just say I want to like add a heading. I could just slide that in and make it say whatever I want. And then I can center it. I can make it bigger if I want. I can move it down. I can change the font, and I'm going to show you how you can add your own fonts too. So like you can add, change the font to whatever you want. This is a font that I added. You can add your own, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. But anyway, you get whatever font, you can change it to whatever color. And I'm also going to show you the colors, because what's cool is you can load 5 colors that are your color scheme. And I'm going to even show you how to find some cool color schemes, and you can load them in so that they're right here ready to go. But the other cool thing about this is when you load these in, what will happen is when you choose a template, the builder will automatically load, especially your primary color, and sometimes the next one, it'll load a couple of your colors into the template automatically. You can still change them, but it's cool because a lot of times like all my buttons and everything will already be my primary color of my brand, and I don't have to do anything. But like if I want to change the color of the text, I can do that. And then like, let's say I wanted to add video under here, I can put that in. And then if I go to, oops, sorry, I exited out of the video widget by accident here. So if I put the video in here, see here it says video source. I could just go to YouTube and grab like any one of my videos, copy the link, put it in here, and it just automatically puts it on my page that easily. And I can move this down. It's really easy to move stuff around. You can drag it and, change the size or whatever you want to do. And let's say I want to put a button underneath that. I would just slide the button widget down. Whoops. Slide the button down. And then obviously I want to move it down a little bit from the video, but then, the button, if you go to styling, I can change the button color. I can change the size of the text. I can change the spacing. You can change everything. And then, if you go to edit, you can change, what it says. And then you would put the link here to where you want. Oh, I have a typo there. Sorry about that. But if you go to external link, I can put a link, like, let's say I want to link to this YouTube video, for example. I would link to like a sales page or something, but just to give you an example. And then if I click save changes and I preview this page, if I click on the button, let me show it in a new tab so I can show you. If I click on the button, it takes me to that YouTube video. So wherever you tell the button to go, it'll go. And anyway, there's so much cool stuff that we can do with this. Whoops. If I click say I want a countdown timer, I would just grab a countdown timer, and then I can change the, whoops, where did it go? So you can select like the date and time. So if I want it to be like April 20th at 10 o'clock or whatever, I can change that. And then the other thing I can do is I can change the color to whatever I want. Again, I love that it has my colors ready for me, so I can easily pick one. Oops. Can move it down. So you can, easily add whatever you want, and it's super, super easy to use. Oh, let me show you the background. So a lot of the templates, like I showed you, are going to have a background image on them. So if you want to change it out to your own image, when you click on block, you'll see whatever image is already there is going to show here. In this case, there isn't one, but if I want to add a background image, I would click on this, and any of the images that I've already uploaded to the builder are going to show up here, or I can just upload a new one. So just for the sake of this demonstration, I'll just grab one that I already have and put it as the background. And then what I can do is if I want it to be a little bit darker, I can add an overlay, and then this will show me the overlay color, and I can select the opacity. So if I wanted like a pink overlay, I could do that. So anyway, super, super, super easy to use. Obviously this picture looks really bad with this, with this page, but you could find a picture that looked good and do whatever you want. A lot of times I'll use a background image. If I have like a form on one side, I'll have my background image where you can see my picture or whatever on the other side. So, let me show you one other really cool widget. So we have a widget in here where if you want people to be able to schedule an appointment with you, we have this booking widget. So if I slide this booking widget in, it's going to give me these options. And, you'd have to, I could pick one of my events that I have, and you'll see it'll put this in here, and then people can book an appointment with me. So like, let's say I want to add a heading here that says, book a 1-hour consultation with Amy. And I can center it, and I can get rid of this big gap here, and I can move it down or whatever. And now let's see what that looks like when I preview it. So there. So, and you can have this widget on any of your pages, or you can create a separate page for it. So let me just show you an example of how this works. So let me find one of mine. All right. So I have a page where people that want to be a guest on my podcast can book that on here. So it looks like this. And for whatever reason lately, I've been getting a lot of requests for people to be on my podcast. So I just I check, I can change my schedule you can set it so that a couple weeks shows, or only 1 week shows, or only a couple days show, like depending on how far in advance you want to set it. You can have the same schedule every week. You can change it by date. It's completely customizable. And so you set that up here where it says appointments. You would just set it up in there. So you can see, here are my different things that I send people links to. So for like the podcast interview, you would just come through and you would fill all of this out. And then under availability, you can change all this. Like Wednesdays, I'm available from this time to this time, Tuesdays, Thursdays. You can add days and hours. You can exclude a day. If you're going to be on vacation, you can block off dates. You can do all this different stuff, and you can change this really easily anytime you need to. And then if you have questions, like I ask for people that are going to be on my podcast, I want their bio, because I'm going to introduce them. I got somebody trying to join here. So, I ask them for their bio, and then I ask them if there are any specific questions that they want me to ask them on the podcast or whatever. And then you can also, this is the confirmation page, and you can actually create a custom page if you want people to have a custom page that they go to for the confirmation. But I even set it up so that I automatically have my Zoom link. See here, it says location. I have my Zoom link right here, so that when someone books an appointment with me, they get the confirmation email and it has my Zoom link in it. So I don't even have to contact them ahead of time and say, here's my Zoom link. They automatically have it. And then what's cool is if I come under appointments and I go to schedule, it'll show me, like you can see, I have a podcast interview scheduled for Tuesday, April 20th from 1 to 2. So it'll show you your whole schedule right here, which is really cool. So anyway, this is a really cool thing. There are platforms out there that people pay like $30, $40 a month for to have the capability that we have with just this widget, which I think is really, really cool. So I wanted to show you that. And again, that's just a widget called booking, and you can add it to any of your pages. All right. I also just want to show you the colors and the fonts. So here where it says global styling, this is where you can add your own color palette. You can say what fonts you want for, to be like your default. Like I have Railway as my default, and then you can change the sizes of all, like if you click to edit it, you can say like what size you want heading 1, what size you want heading 2, what size you want heading 3. That way, if you add text to your page and you select heading 1, it'll automatically make it this certain size. And you can add fonts. So it'll show you the fonts that I think you can have up to 8. So here it's got like 5 that came with the builder, and then I added 3 down here. And I'm going to show you how to add these in a second. And then the color palette. So here's my primary color, and then these are my secondary colors. And so you can add these colors by hex code and have them automatically available at the top of the colors in your builder, like I was showing you, so that each time you're building a page, boom, 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 they're there, they're ready. You can change out your colors on your buttons or your outlines of images or whatever you want to do. It'll have your colors right at the top. You can choose any color. You don't have to use your custom colors when you're messing with the colors, but it just makes it really easy. So while we're on that topic, I just want to show you a cool thing. If you don't have a brand color palette yet, you can come to this site called colorpalettes.net and get some ideas. And what's really cool is, like, if you find a color scheme that you like, that you want to use in your builder or on your website or wherever, you can literally just like come in here, click on it, and it'll give you all the hex codes for each of the colors. So you can just copy and paste each one of these into here, where, this is where I have my hex code for each of my colors. And so you would just copy and paste them right from here into your builder, decide which one you want to be your primary color, and then copy the other 4 in here. And then boom, you have a color palette set up, which is really, really cool. As far as fonts, this is my favorite place to get free fonts. It's called Dafont, DAFONT.com. And you can come in here, and when you log in, it's going to show you recently added fonts. So these are all like brand new ones. But if you have a certain type of font you're looking for, like I like a lot of handwritten stuff, so I can click on script, handwritten, and then it's going to show me all these different handwritten fonts. So if I want to download one, I would just click on download, and it's going to download it to my computer. And then if I want to upload it, I would just click upload a custom font. Now, the reason I'm getting this message is because you can have 8 fonts at one time, and I already have 8. So I would need to delete one in order to add another one. Let's see which one do I want to delete? I'll delete this one for now. And now if I go upload a custom font, I can, just grab a font, and you would just go upload a file, and you would go grab the font that you just downloaded, and you would upload it into here. And let me see if I have my, so I could just grab like whatever font I want to grab. And now it uploaded it, select, add. Oh, enter a name. Strings, I think it was. I don't even know. Yeah, and you'll see now that font has been added to my builder. Click confirm. So now if I want to, like, let's say I want to change this text to that font, I would just highlight it, click on strings, and there you go. And now I can, you know, I can make it bigger or whatever I want to do. So that's how easy it is to add your own fonts. I'm going to discard the changes on that, but anyway. And oh, one other thing that I just want to show you guys, and then I'm going to open it up for questions, is when you come under funnel settings and you go to file manager, this is where you're going to see any images and audios that you and PDFs that you upload are going to show up here in the file manager. What's really cool about this builder is that you can upload your PDFs and your audios here. So let's say I have a free gift that is a PDF. You know, I create these capture pages where someone can opt in to get a free gift from me, which is a PDF. I can upload the PDF directly into this builder. Right, this is just images for some reason. Hold on a second. I go file manager, view all files. So you can see, like, here's a PDF. This is my new lead magnet that I just created. If I click on this link, it gives me, it copies the link so that I can, like, put that link into my welcome email. So when someone opts in for something, the first email that they're going to get is going to be a link to my lead magnet. So here's the link. And boom, when they click on it, here's my PDF that's hosted inside of the HBA Funnel Builder. Pretty cool. I've never seen another builder that lets you host your stuff here. So this is huge, actually, because in the past, what I would do is I had to have an Amazon S3 account, which you have to pay for the hosting, and you can upload stuff, or you can host it on your primary website, but it takes up bandwidth on your website, especially if you're getting a lot of downloads. So this, we have unlimited hosting for PDFs and audios. So same thing, if you've created like a meditation or a podcast or some type of an audio that's a free giveaway, you can do the same thing. And then on your, when you, in your welcome email or on your thank you page or wherever you want to give people access to it, you would just link to that PDF. And it's really, really, really cool. Really, really easy to do. Actually, let me see if I can show you real quick an example of how easy this is. This is the downside of having so many pages, is that it makes it hard for me to find stuff in here sometimes. All right, so this is a free YouTube. I had a capture page where someone could opt in for my free YouTube checklist, and the checklist comes with a video. And so let me show you this page real quick. So after they opt in for it, they get an email from me with a link to this page. I always make them check their email. That's just a side note. I always make people check their email. I don't put this right on the thank you page when they opt in, because I want them to go check their email, because that's going to whitelist my email address and it's going to get them in the habit of looking for emails from me. Plus, if they put in a fake email address, they're just not going to get it. I don't want them, a lot of people will put in a fake email address just to get taken to the thank you page to get their free thing. So the way I do it is I make them check their email. That way, if they don't put in a real email address, they don't get it. So in their first email, when they opt into my YouTube, I'll show you the capture page. So this is the capture page. So when they opt in on this page to get their free checklist, they get taken to just a basic thank you page that says your checklist is on its way to its inbox. One of the templates that I showed you earlier that I added to the template section for you guys, it's just a picture of me and it says, go check your email. They check their email, they get a link that sends them to this page. And this is where they can download the checklist. So when they click on this, this is the checklist that I uploaded into the funnel builder, right? So it's available for them right here. And I just want to show you how easy it is to upload it. you don't even need the link actually. If you're uploading it to one of your pages in here, it's even easier than that. So, all right. So here where it says download the checklist, if I come to where it says link, see here, well, here is, I put in a URL, but I could actually just go to, file, and I could go into my file manager and I could just grab the PDF right here. I could click on any PDF and click select, and it'll automatically link to it. So you don't even need the link, which is amazing. And that's how easy it is to do that. So before I go any further, and I mean, that's kind of a basic overview. There's a lot more that I could show you guys, but I just wanted to give you some of the basics of the cool stuff that you can do with this. So while I've got my screen open here, does anyone want to come out and ask any questions? You can unmute yourself. Oh, wait, I see some stuff in the chat. Let me see what this says. Is there a way to make a page expire automatically when the timer ends, or do we have to do it manually? Yes. So with a countdown timer, I'll show you this real quick. Hold on a second. Cancel. Let me pull up a page with a countdown timer on it. I think the one I just created has one on it, doesn't it? Yeah. So with the countdown timer, is it here? See where it says when counter ends, this says do nothing, but you could have it go to a page or show a message. So if you want this page to expire when the countdown timer ends, I would click go to page, and then you're going to add a link to whatever page you want it to go to. So you could just have it go to, so a lot of times, like, let's say we were doing, which we were last week, we were doing a $1 trial of the HBA Funnel Builder. And at a certain time, it becomes full price again. And you can't, or not a $1, a free trial. At a certain time, it expires and you can't get the free trial anymore. So let's say that on this page, I was showing, the video was trying to see if I can, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I can't move this page right now. Oh, okay. So let's say that this video was like about how to get a free trial of the HBA Funnel Builder. It had the countdown timer counting down till the time that deal was going to end. Then what I could do was I could select go to page, and I could just put in the actual sales page for the HBA Funnel Builder at full price, so that when the timer gets to 0, this page, it just automatically redirects to the sales page for the Funnel Builder. Right. So I would just, this link, I would just put in my Funnel Builder sales page link. And now when the timer hits 0, this page will be gone. And anybody that tries to come here, it'll just take them to the other page. So let me know if that answered your question. CJ. And anyway, you can send people at the end of the countdown timer, you can send them anywhere you want. So I was sending, in this case, I was sending them to an external link, which would be my Funnel Builder sales page. But you could also build a page in the Funnel Builder that says, sorry, this, whatever it is, it has closed. Click here to get on the wait list, whatever. You could send them to wherever you want. And you could easily, like I just showed you how easy it is to build a page. You can, and this is why I have so many pages, because I can quickly build a page for anything at all. So that would be a great way to just, quickly build a page that says, this offer has expired. Click here to get on the wait list to find out when it's going to be offered again or whatever. And you can just build a page in the Funnel Builder, and then and in that case, just so you know, if you're not linking to an external link, where it says add link, you would just come to funnel, and then it's going to show all of your pages. So you could just select, this is how many pages I have, kind of crazy. But you could select whichever page you want it to go to when the countdown timer ends, and then it'll go to that page. So you could just create a new page for that purpose or send people to an existing page. All right, CJ says perfect. Any other questions, guys? You can ask in the chat or you can unmute.
Amy, I've got a question.
Sure.
I'm gonna, hang on one second. I'm gonna try to show my face. Give me 1 second. If I can, no. Can you, no, you still can't see me. Anyway, I'll start talking. So on the mobile optimization thing, I know Mike has a video on that. I still kind of struggle with that. Is there any way you could give us a light overview of the mobile optimization part of things?
Okay, so for example, on this page, you'll see over here, we're in desktop view here, and then we have tablet and mobile. So if I click on mobile, it's going to show me what my page looks like on mobile. And, you know, it looks pretty good, but if you want to change something, if you change it on mobile, it's going to change it on desktop. And Mike showed me a workaround for the easiest way. And I recommend, I'm going to show you guys the Funnel Builder Academy in a second, because you can find videos on anything at all in detail about how to do stuff in there. But he showed me a workaround for the text, because like if I change this text, like let's say I want it to be a little bit smaller on mobile, it's going to change it on the desktop view. So if I save this and then I come over to desktop, I mean, it still looks fine. But sometimes it doesn't, right? So you have to be careful about that. So one thing that you can do is what he showed me was like you can change this text. If you click style here and you select like a header 3 or a header 2 or whatever, then, so what did I make this? I made it into, I think I made it a header 3. So let's say I select header 3. I come over to mobile. Save this. Come over to mobile. And so you can see how small it is here, because we have these global styling settings for mobile. So my header 3, this is my global styling for header 3 for mobile. So if I want this to be bigger just on mobile, I could come over here to text styling and change my header 3. See how it's changing the size of my text? So I could change it to whatever size I want, click confirm, and now it changed it on here, but it shouldn't have changed it on desktop. So I have so many things covering up my screen right now with all these Zoom controls. So I'm trying to find the thing so I can save this. Yeah, so it didn't affect it on desktop. So that's one way to do that. But in the Funnel Builder Academy, which let me show you guys that real quick. You get free, when you own the Funnel Builder, you get the Funnel Builder Academy for free. And there is so much training in here. You'll see these 4 little sections, but if you click on the arrow, there's these drop-down menus. And under this one, this one's going to show you how to set everything up. And this one, training and FAQ, look at all these videos. And this is where, so mobile optimization tips. Mike goes into detail, you know, in this video, 2 tricks to getting mobile version looking the way you want it. So anyway, in these trainings in the Funnel Builder Academy, which you get access to for free, you can find all kinds of trainings. Some of them I did, like I showed you this survey thing, and I did this training on how to make unique graphics for your pages. And, you know, there's all kinds of stuff in here, how to build membership sites. Anyway, all of the training is in here in detail, which is why, you know, it doesn't make sense for me to try to explain all of this stuff to you right now. But did that help at all, Caleb, what I just showed you, or did you have a more specific question about mobile optimization?
Yeah, that mostly helped. I know the last time I got stuck, I was trying to either put a picture or a video. Well, I got done with my desktop version, and then I thought, oh, I need to go look at my mobile. And the picture, I tried to adjust it somehow, unless I go back and it's messed up again. The picture was like on the edge of the page, so it looked uncentered, and I have a hard time figuring out how to resize things in mobile and kind of, I know there's an expand option, but it kind of I fight it sometimes, but I think I have it down. But that was what I got stuck on last time.
Yeah, so there's in the video that Mike does, there he actually shows a really neat little like trick where you can like duplicate a block in mobile so that you can completely change it and it won't affect desktop. So that's going to come in handy when we're doing things like if this had, let me show you this real quick. If this had a background image, let's say we put a background image on here. Let me find something that, let's just use this one. And I'll do an overlay and I'll change the color of the overlay and the opacity. So let's say I have this background image on here and then I come over to mobile. You can see the background image looks funky, and it's almost always going to look funky because the background image was a horizontal image and mobile is vertical. So that's where Mike's training comes in really handy because he'll show you how to like duplicate the block, and then you can hide an entire block from the mobile view. And then, you know, so like you can duplicate this block in mobile. I'm not going to try to explain it here. I think you're better off watching his video because he's better at showing you how to do it. But you basically duplicate the block and then hide the original block from mobile. And then you can get rid of the background image or just make it a color or whatever you want to do without it affecting the desktop version of the page. But that's one place where the images get funky because if you have, and it's not just in the funnel builder, it's in general, like on websites and everything. If you use background images, you know, like this on a page, on mobile, it's going to be condensed. And sometimes it works. Like in this case, you could probably just leave it and it's fine. But if it was a picture of you, let's say, and then it becomes mobile and you have like half of your face showing or something like that, like that's not going to look good. So you're going to want to fix that or just get rid of the background image. But you can't just delete it on mobile or it'll delete it on desktop unless you duplicate the block, hide the original block from mobile, and then edit the new version of the mobile block, and it won't affect desktop.
Okay.
Yep. But again, you know, Mike is an amazing teacher and he goes into a lot more detail, much slower too, because he's not from New Jersey and he doesn't talk so fast like I do. Not to mention you can pause the video and like, you know, it just makes it easier to kind of pause as you go if needed and follow along.
I'll go back and watch the video again after this.
Yep. Does anyone else have a question? Nobody has any questions? I'm trying to think. We have a store here. So if you have products that you want to sell, you can add them. Oh, I was going to show you the payment gateways. So I have Stripe and PayPal connected for the stuff that I sell right now. So they're not going to show in the list because I already have them set up, but here are all the other payment gateways that we have. So if you're selling stuff, we have Braintree, to checkout, Afterpay, Mobile Pay, PayU, Paystock, Authorize.net, PayFast, Klarna, cash on delivery, bank transfer. We have all of these that you can connect to the funnel builder so that you, like if you have like a mobile pay account or whatever, you can just connect this to the funnel builder and then put a form where people can pay and it'll get sent to your mobile pay. Again, I have Stripe and PayPal set up on mine because those are the platforms where I typically take payments from. Amy, can you share again how to connect your ID pages to show up? What do you mean your ID pages? You can unmute yourself, Anne. I don't understand what you mean. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're... URL directs pages. I still don't understand. URL redirects? This builder does do URL redirects. Is that what you're talking about, Anne? I can show you that. I'll show you guys that while Anne is explaining what she means. If you come under funnel settings and go to URL redirects, you'll see I have all these redirects. So basically, you're going to map a domain name to the funnel builder, whatever your domain name is. Mine is starallenstudios.com. So all of my funnel builder pages start with starallenstudios.com, and then it'll be / whatever I name the page. But we can also redirect our funnel builder domain name to other places that aren't built on the funnel builder. So for example, if you're an affiliate for something, like, let me give you, here's GetResponse. So I'll show you how this works. So what I did was you would put / whatever you want it to be, something easy to remember. So when someone says, what's your GetResponse affiliate link? My actual GetResponse affiliate link is this, getresponse.com / A equals 3JHCWYCA lowercase n capital N. There's no way I'm ever going to remember that, or anyone else is ever going to remember it if I tried to tell them that. So what I did was I put it in here and then I just put / GetResponse. So now if someone goes to starallenstudios.com / GetResponse, it's going to take them, see, it automatically redirects to my affiliate link and they can sign up for GetResponse here and I'll get credit for the sale. So we can have unlimited redirects in here. So, I mean, I even did, like, I have one that redirects to a Zoom training that I did for my team a while back so that I could just remember it rather than having to go into Zoom and get the replay link. I could just like do Starr Studios / Zoom and I can send people to it. It just makes it easy to remember stuff. My URL direct pages keep going to main affiliate page. I still don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what a URL direct page is, so I need some clarity on that. These are redirects. I don't know if that's what you mean, but these are like, we're basically redirecting traffic from a page that, you know, we call it whatever we want to call it. Like if I want to send somebody directly to my escape plan video, I have a redirect. I took my Samcart link that goes to my affiliate link for the escape plan video, and I did / escape video. So if I go to starallenstudios.com / escape video, it takes people to this page. So this just makes it easy for me to send people to pages without me having to remember my Samcart link or go get my Samcart link every single time. But like, see, I have my StreamYard affiliate link in here. I have my link to Mike's 3K funnel video. You can create redirects for whatever, anything at all that you want. But you're saying my URL direct pages keep going to main affiliate page. Here's another side note. Maybe this will answer your question. So see how these funnel, all of your pages are going to have numbers on them. Whatever page is at the top in page number 1, that's where your domain. So if someone just goes to starrislandstudios.com and they don't put / anything, they're going to get taken to whatever page I have at the top here. So if you have like your 30-minute workday or your escape plan capture page up here in the top spot, maybe that's what you mean. Then if someone just goes to your domain name, that's where they're going to end up. If you want them to go to a different page when they put in your domain name, you can slide these. So you would just slide whatever you wanted at the top. So I have, I would recommend definitely having a page at the top. Having a page at the top that is, if somebody doesn't put in the / or whatever, that's a page that you want traffic to go to. So what I have is all of these different videos that I made about the Home Business Academy and the Funnel Builder. Like all my videos are here with a link to the sales page. So this is, if someone just goes to starrislandstudios.com, this is where they end up. But whatever page you have in spot number 1 is where people are going to go to if they just go to your root domain and they don't put a /. Did that answer your question? Yay. Awesome. Yeah. So again, you can slide these. So like if I wanted my escape plan video or my escape plan capture page to be at the top, now here's my escape plan capture page. I could just slide that up to the top. I'm not going to, but I could slide that up to the number 1 spot. And then if someone just goes to starrislandstudios.com, it would take them to that page. So I know that my escape plan capture page is amystarrisland.com / escape. So that's easy for me to remember. And that's what I send people if they want information about the escape plan, or if I'm putting it in my YouTube description or on a Facebook post or whatever, I just put starrislandstudios.com / escape. And you'll see for each of your pages, you get to name it. Over here where these 3 dots are, if you go show settings, you'll see that this page is called Escape Plan Capture. That's for me. That's so I know what it is. But the page URL is whatever I say here. So it's escape. So it's mydomain.com / escape will take people to my escape plan capture page. So each time you create a new page, you get to say, you give it a title so that you'll know what it is when you're looking at all your pages in your funnel builder. But the page URL is going to be what comes after the / for each of your pages. And you can make that, I typically like to make it something a little bit shorter. So let's see for this one, hold on. Let's see what I did for this one. So this is 16 places. I can't see. All right, 16 places to gather targeted leads. So if I go to show settings, that's a copy. Wait, because that was the duplicate that I made before. So if I come to this one, show settings, it's just 16 - places. So this way, if I want to like put this in my YouTube description or whatever, it's just easy for me to remember. It's just starrislandstudios.com / 16 - places rather than 16 places to gather targeted leads. But this title helps me to know what it is. Don't go to that page yet. I'm still building that funnel. So you can name your page whatever you want. Yeah, you didn't know you could slide them. Yeah, you can rearrange these in whatever order that you want. The most important thing to know is that whatever's in the number one spot is what's going to come up when you put in your root domain. Let me show you something else that's kind of cool that this builder can do. So I build funnels for clients, and I have like one client that I work with on a regular basis. And so I was able to connect her account to mine. So if I come into her account, like I can just come into her account, I can toggle between my account and her account right here. So if you're building funnels for other people, you can do that as well, which is really, really cool. And so we have this lead capture page in her as her root domain. So, you know, this is all because we're in preview mode. None of that would normally be there. But if we just go to coachkellyrussell.com, this is what we have in the top spot here. So that, you know, this isn't her main website. She has another thing that's her main website. But if anyone just comes to coachkellyrussell.com, they're going to be taken to this page where they can opt in for her free gift. And it just makes it easy for her to remember so that she can, you know, tell people just go to coachkellyrussell.com to get on my mailing list or whatever. So anyway, whatever page you have, so I'll show you her pages. So you'll see like that capture page is what's in slot number 1. And then here's all her other capture pages down here. And at any time she can change it out. Like if she's doing a live webinar registration, whatever, and she wants to move that up to the top spot for the time being, she can do that. It's real easy to do. But I love that we can toggle between accounts here. I love it. All right. What other questions do you guys have? Trying to think if there's any other, I mean, there's tons of cool stuff that I could show you, but really I recommend going through these trainings because you're going to learn stuff if you go like HBA Premium, just so you know, this is like all the ways to generate traffic for your pages. So it's going to show you like pre-traffic, how to figure out your target market and all of that. But then here's all these free traffic strategies like blogging, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook Live, MeWe, like all these different ways to get leads, right? And then paid traffic, how to convert your leads to sales. This is all in HBA Premium. So once you have your pages ready to go, now you need to know how to get traffic. And I don't necessarily recommend that people go through every one of these videos because you don't need to. Like if you know you're only going to do free traffic strategies, you don't need to learn the paid ones. Even if you're going to just do free, you don't need to learn all of these free ones because you can't do them all. You know, like it would take way too much time. So what I suggest is, you know, go through them until you find something that you want to master. You find the strategy that you want to master and then go through, like, if you want to do YouTube, there's like 15 videos in here that are going to show you everything you need to know to rank your YouTube videos and get traffic from YouTube, right? So if you know that you want to do YouTube, I would suggest just go through the YouTube section. You don't need to go through all of these. But in the funnel builder, I do recommend going through all of them. And the reason is because a lot of the questions that people ask, like on our masterminds and in our chat and stuff, are questions that they wouldn't have to ask if they had gone through this, because this really does show you how to set everything up and how to do all the things that I showed you today. Like it's all taught in there, not to mention you're going to learn stuff that you wouldn't even think to ask. Like when I started going through these videos, that's when I realized how powerful this builder was, because, you know, just at first glance, I couldn't tell that it could do all this cool stuff. But once I started going through the videos, I was like, whoa, you know, I learned about all the things that it can do. And, you know, like if you're not ready to build a membership site, then you don't need to go through all the membership site training yet, unless you want to just see how it's done. But there's just a lot of really cool training in here that I would recommend that you would go through most. Like if you don't have get response, then you don't necessarily need to go through the get response training. This builder will connect with any autoresponder. So even if you're using a different autoresponder, this is get response specific. So there's some things that you can skip over, but there's definitely stuff that this builder does that you wouldn't know if you didn't go through all of these videos. Show you another cool thing that you can do. Another widget that's fun. Back to this page. So let's say, you know how like sometimes when you opt in for a page and you get taken to the thank you page, and I do this on my thank you page. I'll just show you one of my thank you pages. Let me find here. So this is my bridge page, otherwise known as thank you page. When someone opts into my escape plan, they get taken to this video that tells them to go check their email. And in their email is where I give them a link to the escape plan video. They have to check their email before they're even going to get it. So I put this progress bar here, which shows them that they're halfway there. Step 2, confirm your email. And so let me show you how cool this is. This is just a widget. Our premium chat is blowing up right now. That's what all those dings are. So you would just slide the progress bar widget in here. See how it automatically loads my primary color? This is what, once you load your colors in, it's automatically going to put your colors in for you. This particular page I didn't do in my normal color scheme, but you can change it to whatever color you want. And you can change like the progress too. Like, maybe they're going through like a 3-step process and you want them to be like a third of the way through in the first step. And then you're going to have another step where they're going to be 2/3 of the way through or whatever. So you can change that. You can change the background color to whatever you want. And you can have it be animated or not. If I turn animated off, it doesn't move. And if it's on, it moves. So, and the height, you can make it wider or smaller. So anyway, that's the progress bar. Another really cool feature. I'm going to delete that one because I already have one on there. And now I seem to have lost the chat box. Chat. I don't know where the chat went. I don't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I turned the sound off on my phone, Shireen, because my premium chat was blowing up. And that was the dinging. Any other questions I can answer for you guys? Feel free to interrupt me. I just want to say again, in case anyone jumped on late, I said in the beginning, the majority of the people that have joined the Home Business Academy with me have not joined my private Facebook group. And I really recommend that you get in there because that's where I answer questions every day. And I'm in there every day. It's the best way to ask questions. As a matter of fact, like when people send me a private message asking a question, I will normally tell them to please post it in the Facebook group. And the reason for that is I don't want to answer a bunch of questions privately if I can answer it in a way that everybody can benefit from it. So that Facebook group, you're going to get answers to questions that you wouldn't have even thought to ask. You're just going to learn stuff by seeing the questions that other people ask. And it's a great place to get your questions answered. And a lot of the answers that I give, I do via video too. So it'll be like a quick little, I use Zoom, which is like 5 minutes or less, and it's usually just a couple minutes, and I can show like how to do something that somebody's asking me really easily in there. So if you're not in the Facebook group, definitely get into the Facebook group. And if you don't know how to get into the Facebook group, just go look for the welcome email that you got from me when you joined. And if you don't have it anymore, shoot me a private message or an email, and I will send you a link to the welcome page. And that has, also, just so you know, I added to the welcome page, I just added, whoops. I added another little bonus for you guys. So this is the page that you get when you join my team in the HBA. This is where you're going to find the link to the funnel builder. And then there's just some other trainings in here and stuff. And then I just added this bonus, which is my personal emails that I use for my campaigns. And you can, if you click here, you're going to get access to these emails, and it's in a Google Doc. So you can just copy and paste them into your autoresponder and email, edit them to use however you like. And then there's a bonus one at the bottom, which I usually use. This one is usually my second email, which is the subject line is nice to meet you. Oops, there's a typo there. Let me introduce myself. Because, if you're getting leads from things like the plan capture page or whatever, like a lot of times, they're seeing videos of Nick. They don't even know who you are. So this is a really good way to tell them who you are and what they can expect from you. Tell your story. So I put my actual email in here. You can read my story. You can just see what I do. So that's another bonus email. So there's 7 emails here. You can use some or all of these in your campaigns. And then that bonus email, if you move that up to email number 2, then you'll have 8 emails here. And I send a lot of broadcast emails. So I don't need a lot of emails in my campaign. Usually I'll have, some of them will have all of these in it. Some of them will just have 2 or 3. Some of them will have 4, 5. But so you can pick whatever emails you like out of here and use them in your campaigns, just to make it easy for you guys. And you can use them to promote the funnel builder or any other campaigns that you're doing. You can edit those emails and use them. Is somebody else trying to ask a question? I hear background noise, so I know somebody's unmuted. No? Okay.
Amy, it's Kathy. I just wanted to let you know I did join the Facebook group, or requested to join at the beginning when you prompted me. I'm a good student, and I don't have any questions. I just want to say my mind is boggled. It's blown. I mean, it's amazing, all of the capabilities that it has here. And, I, for one, have paid separately in the past for those when I was really active in business. So this is just, I'm really excited about it. So, yeah.
It is such a powerful tool. And I love it because it is so user-friendly. So a lot of people that have come over from ClickFunnels and Lead Pages and Kajabi and all these other places, I've used all those and none of them are this user-friendly. And this one does all of that stuff and more. And in a way that's easier for people to manage, so that, some people still don't want, like I just showed Kelly, one of my clients, she doesn't even want to know how to log into this thing. She has no interest in it at all. She just wants to coach people, and I build everything for her. But other people, it's user-friendly enough that other people that used to have to hire people to build their stuff in ClickFunnels or whatever can actually just do it themselves in here because it's so easy to use. So I love that about it.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the middle of Kelly and doing it all. I don't have any desire to do that, but I can see where it would be really fun to play with some of the stuff. So I will be in touch.
Yeah.
to see what level we're at here.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying too, like, one thing that I use that's just really anyone can do. That's just a really cool feature of this thing is just like these video pages. I showed you how fast I built this page. Like if you have a video that you just want to like use to promote something, like whatever it is, you can throw it up on a page like this with a button under it for whatever it is. Like it could be a video of you introducing yourself, talking about what you do, and having a link to book a discovery session. And the link could go to that calendar that I showed you that we, where they could actually book the session. And you can ask whatever questions you want. Like I built Kelly's in here and she has for her discovery session, she has a whole bunch of questions. She wants to know like all the places that people are struggling and how long they've been struggling and all this different stuff, so that when she gets on the discovery session with them, she doesn't have to spend time asking all this stuff. It's all built into that form, that I showed you in here. Like when you come into one of these events, form questions, you can add as many questions as you want. See the plus sign? So like if I come type of business, so here I'm asking, what type of business do you have? And I'm giving them, it's a checkbox. So coaching, consulting, done for you services, products and services, other. Like this is my question. But you can ask as many questions as you can add as many different things as you want into that form, so that they're filling out a form and answering all these questions ahead of time. So you can add a text field, a text area, select field, radio button, checkbox, a date field, a file. I mean, you can add all this, whatever you want into this, so that when someone like I was showing you guys, like with my podcast thing, I want to know their bio. I want to know if there's any specific questions they want me to ask, so that when I jump on with them to do the podcast interview, I don't have to spend time saying, okay, how do you want me to introduce you? I've already asked them that. I have it in front of me when I get on. Mm-hmm. It saves so much time. It's so easy. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I love, those video pages are just, there's so many different uses for them. If you're in a network marketing company, you can use like the sales video from your, your company and put it up on one of these pages with a button where they can join. Or maybe you, are there's a certain promotion going on for a certain product this month or whatever. You can take the video from the company of whatever that product is and put it on a page like this and add a button underneath where people can purchase it. And our builder, I'm not going to go into a full training on this, but there is training in the Funnel Builders Academy that we use actually a lot here, which is we can make replicating pages too. So like for somebody that isn't a network marketing company, you can do a training or build a page like this with a company video on it or whatever. And you can add some simple code to the button. When you edit this link, there's a little bit of code that you put in right here that allows other people to be able to promote this page, as long as they put their link, like their Beachbody link or whatever company you're in, at the end of the link for your page. It'll automatically show up in the button so that other people can promote your page and still make commissions off of the sales. So we do this in our company. I used to do weekly trainings every week where the whole company could come and I would just do a training on something on the Funnel Builder, and then people could purchase the Funnel Builder, and any of the HBA affiliates that shared the page could put their affiliate token at the end of the link. And if anybody ended up purchasing the Funnel Builder from the training, they would get credit for the sale. I wouldn't get credit for other people's sales. They could use my training to leverage their business and get credit for the sales. And most other builders, if you wanted to do something like that, you would have to pay a coder. And that's what Mike and Paul originally did in ClickFunnels. They paid like, I forget what he said, like $800 or something to get some custom code made just for one page. Here we can do it on any pages that we want. We can make it so that other people can actually, use our page. So it works really well for stuff like network marketing. So like if you're a leader in a network marketing company and other people aren't up to the place yet where they can actually do a training, you can do the training and they can invite people to it and they can make sales, and you can help your team make sales, and really awesome. So that's another feature that this builder has. This is why I really recommend that everybody goes through the Funnel Builder Academy videos, because, you know, most of them are pretty short and sweet. Some of them are a little bit longer, but you're really going to learn a lot about stuff that this builder can do that you probably wouldn't have been aware of. Does anyone else have any questions? I'm going to show you a preview of this just so you can see how this, so here, like if someone picks a date, then they can, the times that I have available will come up, and this is where those questions show up. So you see, I have like these little radio buttons that, so when I do like a consultation, I give people the option of phone or Zoom, because some people don't want to meet on Zoom. So this way, again, in the confirmation email, they're going to be sent my Zoom link. But if I'm also asking them for their phone number. Oh, I should be asking them for their phone number. I was on my other form. Anyway, they would be putting in their phone number. So if they select phone, I know that I just call them at that time. And if they select Zoom, then they already have my Zoom link. So anyway, you can create whatever questions you want.
And Amy, from there, where is it that you set up the confirmation? So they'll automatically get a confirmation?
Yeah, so if I click on one of these, and this one, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did ask for the phone here, and then I had the preferred meeting place, phone or Zoom or whatever. So I need to go and add that to my other one. But the confirmation, so the default confirmation message, this is once they click submit, they get taken to a page that's going to have whatever you type in here is going to show up. I think it has a default message, which I just left. Congratulations, your appointment with Amy is scheduled, but you can change this to whatever you want. You can add additional info right here if you want, and you can add a call to action. So here I have purchased the HBA Funnel Builder. So there's going to be a button on my confirmation page where they can purchase the HBA Funnel Builder. So that's optional. You know, you can uncheck it. And then the link to whatever the call to action button, this is what the button says. And then this would be the link to where you want them to go. So that's optional. And then what happens, or you can create a custom page. If you select custom page, you would just put in a link. So you can create a page in your funnel builder, or it could be a page on your website, or you could send them a Google. You can send them wherever you want, but you would put that link in here. I just always just use the default. But then what happens is they get sent an email that says you just booked an appointment, and it gives them, you know, the information like here where it says location. All this information is going to show up in their email. So it says send an email to the client with details about their meeting when a new appointment is made. So I have that selected. So it's going to say, you know, you have a new appointment. It's going to say business consultation, 30 minutes with Amy, whatever. And then it's going to have my Zoom link in the email. So this all comes to them in an email. And then I also get an email. Every time someone books an appointment, it says you have a new appointment, and it shows me all the answers to the questions that the person asked, the person answered. And it shows me, you know, what time the appointment is. And you can have it automatically connect to your Google Calendar or whatever as well, so that it automatically adds it to your calendar, you know, but you'll get an email, and they'll get an email with the details.
Awesome.
Yep. And I love it too, because like it's super easy to change like the meeting duration, you know, like this is for a 30-minute consultation. So this is 30 minutes. But here you can say like the operator is available for booking. You know, I do it for a week out because I never really know what my schedule is going to be more than a week out, but you can have it for the next 6 weeks or indefinitely. If you know that every week on certain days at certain times you're available, you can just have it, you know, those are the times that you want to be available for meetings. You can just have it be indefinitely. And then down here, if you know you're going on vacation, you could put in the date from what date to what date that you're not available, and it'll block those dates off so nobody can schedule appointments with you for those dates. And then for this part of the availability, you have the opportunity to add every day, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, or a specific day, and then what hours on that day that you're available. So if you're available every day from 9 to 5, that's all you would really need. You wouldn't need all these. But I don't, I come in here on a regular basis and edit this according to what I have going on. Because with my kids and, traveling or whatever, like my schedule is different every week. So I come in and edit this all the time. But, if you have a standing schedule, you wouldn't need to. But what I like about it is it's so easy to come in here. Like, I had something come up one week where I knew that I was had to do something on, Mike Hobbs asked me to sit in on the over the shoulder training. He wanted me to do a training on his over the shoulder training, which was happening like on a Thursday. And at the time I had Thursday on my schedule. So I just came in here and took it off or changed the times for that day because I knew that I was going to be busy during those times. So I just pushed the times to a different slot or whatever. At a moment's notice. It's just really easy to edit it. I love it. And I love that it's free and it's just built in, and it just makes it easy because like I said, like you can create a standalone page. Like I showed you, I have I don't even know where it is now, but I have a standalone page for, my podcast to schedule a podcast interview or whatever, but you can also, just add it to a page like I showed here if you want it to be on another page, like where you have about Kathy and you have your bio and then it says book a discovery call with Kathy, and they can just book it on the same page, or you could just have a button that says book a discovery call and it takes them to another page, which is just a standalone page where they can book it. You can, it's just super flexible. So I love that we have all this stuff under one roof. To me, it's just easier to have one platform where I'm doing everything rather than having to manage Acuity over here and connect it to my funnel builder buttons and, just all this different stuff. It's all right here. So to me, it's just easier to have it under one roof, and there's no extra charge for it. So we're not paying extra for all these other things that, in some cases with some builders, you would have to pay extra to have a third-party scheduling tool or whatever. All righty. Any other questions, guys? All right. Well, I hope this has been helpful, and thanks for jumping on with me. And I'll get you added into the Facebook group, Kathy. I know that you said you requested to join, and then anybody else that's watching the replay, make sure that you get into the Facebook group. And that way, after you go through this, if you have any additional questions, you can ask them in the Facebook group. I'm happy to answer them. And I love you guys. And I'll be talking to you soon. Unless last call, if anyone has another question. I love you too, Kathy. All right. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.